Today, which for the record is Thursday the 28th of May 2015, my mate Bill and me are sat outside the restaurant and bar at Victoria Station in the centre of Manchester, watching the world go by and contemplating both the past and the possible future. Around us we have the incessant sound of construction work, for Victoria Station is not only a vital and busy part of the city's local and regional transport system, but is one big building site as much needed and overdue modernisation takes place. We have come to see how the construction workers are getting on with their task and what is being done to preserve the best of this beautiful old station building. The original Victoria Station, initially a long, low, single-storey building designed by George Stephenson, was opened to passengers on New Year's Day 1844 for the Manchester and Leeds Railway. In May of that year, the services of the Liverpool and Manchester Railway, the first passenger railway in Britain, ran from the western end of the station, and within a few years 6 railway companies operated from the station, connecting Manchester to London, Glasgow, Liverpool, Leeds and Sheffield, and it was one of the largest and busiest passenger stations in Britain. The main station building, which exists today, was largely constructed in the Edwardian era, being completed in 1909. The Edwardian building has 160 yards, that is 146 metres, long facade, which carries an iron and glass canopy bearing the names of the original destinations served, and a tile mural depicting the routes of the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway, which operated most of the trains from the station between 1847 and 1923, when it became one of the main constituents of the London, Midland and Scottish Railway. This latter map is worth examining. Much has been made by George Osborne of the government's plans to develop a so-called northern powerhouse connecting Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, Sheffield, Goole and Hull. One wonders if he once had a train set based on the old Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Company, for their map is a perfect illustration of Osborne's dreams. Once more we seem to be lurching back to the future, and the railways which Tory governments in the 1950s and 60s decided were past their sell-by date and had to be destroyed in favour of motor vehicles are once again at the centre of progressive developments. And once again Manchester is taking the lead, despite all the obstacles placed in its way over the last 5 years by the Tory government in league with their Liberal Democrat allies. Let's take a walk over to the original platforms, for from there we will be able to go up onto one of the main footbridges and survey the scale of construction work taking place. In order to do this, however, we first need a platform ticket, which will cost us a mere 10 pence. So here we are on the main platform, only to be rewarded with the sight of a train approaching, courtesy of Northern Rail, from the direction of Liverpool, which in turn was quickly followed by a train approaching from Leeds. At this point, Bill became rather excited and talked about becoming a train spotter. Ironic, really, because all the time I have known him, he has been an avid historian of the waterways network in Britain. As we go to access the footbridge, we get a view of the new roof that has now been completed and covers the Metrolink platforms on the station. Once upon the footbridge, I realise that I am not tall enough to get anywhere near the top of the parapet, and have to hoist my camera on its tripod and try and guess what it is viewing as I twirl around, hoping for the best. As it happens, the images do give us an idea of the true extent of the construction work taking place, and we can continue our walk through Manchester, knowing that our brief visit to Victoria Station was worthwhile.